Welcome back, everyone. I am Psycho Emerald. Today I have another Marvel Legends 6-inch action figure to unbox and review on the channel. Today I have another figure from the Marvel Legends Disney Plus Captain America Flight Gear Build-A-Figure wave. So this is the figure I was most excited for. This is the Winter Soldier from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the last review I'm recording. This is the last figure out of the ones I have so far to open. I still don't have Scarlet Witch or Baron Zemo, but I'm planning on picking those up as well to be able to build all of Captain America's flight gear. But yeah, this is the one I was most excited for. Winter Soldier is my favorite character in the whole MCU. I love his, his metal arm and his powers with the super soldier serum and his whole backstory about how he's used as an assassin for Hydra and all of that, and he became an Avenger. He's just my favorite character, one of my favorite parts of the MCU. So yeah, naturally, this is my most anticipated figure from the wave. I pre-ordered it along with U.S. Agent and Captain America, and I found Vision and Loki at Target at one point. But yeah, this guy is my most anticipated figure in the wave, so we're going to get him open. But we're going to start out by checking the box out before we open it up. Okay, so to start, we have the Hasbro logo in the corner there. We have the Marvel Legends series logo up there. And we have the Disney Plus logo right there. Falcon and Winter Soldier title right there. Winter Soldier. On the side here, we have artwork of the Winter Soldier. On the top, we have this cool logo here. It's kind of the design of his metal arm along with the star right there. And then up here on the top, we have Build-A-Figure, Captain America Flight Gear, and then the warnings. Back here, we got Hasbro, Marvel, the Build-A-Figure, all the other figures in the wave. I still have yet to get Scarlet Witch and Baron Zemo, as I keep saying throughout these reviews. Yeah, there's the Build-A-Figure. I do plan on building that. Here we got that same really cool artwork of Bucky Barnes right there. Marvel Legends series, Winter Soldier. Thrust back into the real world, Bucky is forced to figure out how to become James Barnes again, all while facing demons from his past. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So there's the window up there. We got Bucky, we got his swappable hands, and a wing piece. So let's get this figure open. Okay, so to open Marvel Legends, you just go here, you find that tab, and you cut the tape that is on the tab. And then you can pull this, and it will take the tab out, and then you can pull this. Pull the plastic tray out, and then you got the figure right there. So the cardboard tray with the plastic clamshell. So here we got the Falcon and Winter Soldier background. So we have Falcon logo, Winter Soldier logo, more legal stuff in here. Very cool background for the box. So let's get the figure out of the plastic. There's that accessory, and he's got this tape over here, so I'll get that off. Tape is off. Let's get the hands out. They're very loose in there, so be careful with that when you're opening it so you don't drop them and lose them. Let's get the figure out. Oh, he's very tight in the plastic, a lot. Harder to get out than any of the other figures in the wave so far. So let me do that off camera. Yeah, he's very tough to get out. I don't know why he's a lot harder to get out than any of the other figures. Maybe they just know that he's the one I want the most. So they were like, you gotta work for this. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Let's set him up. Oh, he stands much nicer than any of the other figures from the wave. All the other figures I've had trouble standing up. So yeah, let me get the plastic out of the way, and we'll take a better look at Bucky. Okay, so here's a look at the figure and a little bit of the details. The arm is really cool. It feels nice too. It feels very different in texture from the rest of the figure, as it should. It feels very smooth, very slick. It's very, very nice. And the paint on it looks really, really great. You can see it's kind of a shiny black, and it's got the gold accents to it in the crevices of the metal. I think that's really, really awesome looking. He also comes with a swappable hand for that, but we'll look at that when we look at the accessories. His jacket looks really good. He's got kind of this design on the shoulder there, very accurate, and the buckle there. His belt there looks very, very good. So yeah, and on the back of the jacket you can see other leather-like material. Very, very cool. His legs down here, he's got good detail on the legs. Nothing crazy that we've never seen before, but they make sure to make him look realistic. The boots are a different texture and a different color kind of than the pants are, so they definitely stand out, and I like that. This arm, just his normal arm, looks good. Fits with the rest of the jacket. He's got kind of his wrist gauntlet and fingerless glove. So very, very cool. And head sculpt, we should talk about that. Doesn't look like, from an angle, maybe it would look like Sebastian Stan, but really, I feel like he's kind of like Harrison Ford. He has one of those faces that's hard to make into an action figure, and you can tell that by looking at some of the other Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier action figures, and yeah, but I think this is okay for it being, a Hasbro figure. It's not like, an SH Figure Arts, which should have a good head sculpt. I'm not saying that they do. The Bucky Barnes SH Figure Arts don't really have great head sculpts, but I think this is a decent enough head sculpt for this toy. So yeah, let's get into the articulation. For the articulation, the head can move side to side and it can look up a little bit, but it cannot look down and it cannot really tilt very much. And then we go to the abs. He's got an ab crunch, and then he could swivel at the waist. Arm lifts up, not super far, but it lifts up quite a ways. He's got a bicep swivel, and then he's got a double hinged elbow, which gets up all the way, so that's really nice. He's got a hinge at the wrist as well as a swivel at the wrist. But the arms, since this arm is a different sculpt than the other arm, they will have different articulations. You can lift this arm up a lot further than you can with the metal arm. You can bicep swivel, double elbow, which doesn't get up as far as the metal arm does on the double elbow, but it still gets up an okay amount. And then you can swivel the wrist as well as hinge the wrist. And then when you get down to the legs, you can lift his legs out and lift them up. And then the thigh cut for a swivel. The thigh cut is actually really low on the figure. I've never seen it that low before, so that's interesting. You can double hinge the knee all the way up. That's really good. And then the boot swivel. John Walker also had a boot swivel. I missed that in that review. Then you got a rocker ankle, and then a pivot on the ankle. So that's all the articulation. Let's check out his accessories. Okay, so for accessories, he's got a closed fist for his right arm. Same fingerless gloves. And yeah, it's just a good alternate hand to have as a closed fist for a superhero figure. And then here we've got an alternate hand for his metal arm, which already comes with a closed fist on it. And this one's kind of, hands are kind of clawing almost just kind of like he's flexing the fingers on his metal arm. I don't know. It's very interesting, but I like that. I might use it when I pose him. So yeah, and then we've also got the Build-A-Figure piece, which we will be attaching to the wings. Not in this video, but when I do eventually build a figure, I will be attaching all these pieces together, obviously. So yeah, there's that. And now let's give you guys a closer look at Bucky Barnes. Okay, so before I do my finishing thoughts on the review, I'm going to bring in two other figures from the wave, two other figures from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier that I currently have, which are Captain America, Sam Wilson, and U.S. Agent John Walker. So I'm going to put them next to the Winter Soldier. Okay, so here they all are together. These were my three most anticipated figures for the wave. I pre-ordered all three of these about a month ago. As I'm recording this video, it's been about a month since I pre-ordered them. And yeah, they all look great together. I love all three of these figures. Obviously, U.S. Agent is the least accurate, but I still love that figure. It's still really great. And yeah, they all look pretty good together. I feel like Winter Soldier's a little bit too small. When you look at the other two figures with him, they all look good together, but he looks a little bit too small, and I still think Sam Wilson's a little bit too tall, but I really like this. I'm just saying, when it comes to the accuracy of the heights of the actual actors, this isn't quite accurate, and I feel like Winter Soldier, he's not just a little too short, I feel like he's just a little bit too small in general when we're looking at the scale of the figures. But these are just, $20 Hasbro figures, so they're not to be looked at in like a strict scale, but that's just my tiny little nitpick when it comes to the size of the figures, but I still really love all three of these. So yeah, now let me give you my finishing touches on this review. Okay, so my finishing touches on this review, I highly recommend this figure. This is probably my favorite figure in the whole wave. I'm a little bit biased since Winter Soldier is my favorite character, but man, this figure is so good. I love the metal arm. I think the face sculpt looks okay, but like the whole sculpt overall and just the look of the figure looks amazing, and I'm so happy that I finally got this. Yeah, I highly recommend this figure if you can find it in store or if you can order it online. It's a great Winter Soldier Marvel Legends figure. So yeah, that's going to about wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. If you like action figure reviews and Marvel Legends and just toy reviews in general, that's what my channel's about. So if you like toy collecting and you like that type of content, then please consider subscribing, because that is what I do on my channel. And yeah, that's going to be just about it. I hope you guys have found this review helpful. Hope you found it enjoyable, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.